I want you to imagine losing everything you've worked for. Your career. Your savings. Your entire identity. Now imagine you're 45 years old. Most people would give up. But what happened next will change how you think about failure forever. This isn't just another comeback story. This is about a woman who turned complete devastation into something extraordinary. And here's the part that matters to you. If she could do it at 45, you can start again at any age. Let me tell you what really happens when you lose everything. Society tells you there's an expiration date on success. They say if you haven't made it by 30 or 40, you're done. That's a lie. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. Sarah Mitchell was a corporate executive. 20 years climbing the ladder. 6-figure salary. Corner office. The whole package. Then the company restructured. She lost her job. Her marriage fell apart the same year. Her savings disappeared in the divorce. At 45, she was starting from absolute zero. Here's what most people don't understand about rock bottom. It's not the end. It's actually the beginning. When you have nothing left to lose, you have everything to gain. Sarah realized something crucial in that moment. She had been living someone else's dream for 2 decades. The corporate job wasn't her passion. It was what she thought she was supposed to do. The big house, the fancy car, the impressive title. None of it made her happy. Losing everything forced her to ask a question she'd been avoiding for years. What do I actually want? She started small. Really small. Sarah had always loved baking. It was her stress relief after long work days. So she started baking cakes from her tiny apartment kitchen. She sold them to friends. Then friends of friends. Word spread slowly but steadily. Now here's where it gets interesting. Sarah didn't have a business plan. She didn't have startup capital. She didn't have a safety net. What she had was something more valuable. She had nothing to lose and everything to prove. Within 6 months, she was taking orders faster than she could fill them. People loved her cakes. But more importantly, they loved her story. She wasn't just selling desserts. She was selling hope. Every cake represented a second chance. A fresh start. A middle finger to the idea that life ends at 45. But let's talk about the hard parts. Because this wasn't easy. Sarah worked 16-hour days. She lived on ramen noodles to save money. She slept 4 hours a night. There were moments she wanted to quit. Moments she thought she'd made a terrible mistake. The first year, she made less money than unemployment would have paid. Her friends thought she was crazy. Her family worried about her. Even she questioned herself sometimes. Why am I doing this? Wouldn't it be easier to just get another corporate job? Here's the truth about starting over. It's terrifying. You're older. You're tired. You've already failed once. The fear of failing again is paralyzing. But you know what's more terrifying? Spending the rest of your life wondering what if. Sarah kept going. Year 2 was better. She hired her first employee. Rented a small commercial kitchen. Started getting corporate clients. The business was growing. But something even more important was happening. She was growing. She learned skills she never knew she had. Marketing. Accounting. Customer service. Negotiation. Every challenge made her stronger. Every setback taught her something valuable. She wasn't just building a business. She was rebuilding herself. By year 3, her bakery had become a local institution. She employed 12 people. Most of them were other women starting over. Single mothers. Divorced women. Women who had lost jobs or faced setbacks. Sarah gave them the same chance someone had given her. The chance to begin again. Now let's talk about what this means for you. Maybe you're not 45. Maybe you're 35 or 55 or 65. Maybe you haven't lost everything. Or maybe you have. Either way, Sarah's story teaches us something crucial about second chances. Age is just a number. I know that sounds cliche. But it's true. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 62. Vera Wang entered fashion design at 40. Julia Child published her first cookbook at 50. Ray Kroc built McDonald's empire starting at 52. Success has no age limit. What matters isn't when you start. It's that you start. Every day you wait is another day you could have been building something. Another day closer to looking back with regret. Another day of living someone else's dream instead of your own. But here's what you need to understand. Starting over doesn't mean starting from scratch. You're not the same person you were at 25. You have experience, wisdom, skills, connections, perspective. That's not baggage. That's ammunition. Sarah used her corporate experience to run her bakery efficiently. She used her people skills to build a loyal customer base. She used her failures to avoid making the same mistakes twice. Everything she thought she'd lost became the foundation for what she built next. Let me give you the practical steps. First, identify what you actually want. Not what you think you should want. Not what others expect. What lights you up inside? What would you do even if nobody paid you? That's your starting point. Second, start small. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a lot of money. You need to take one small step. Then another. Then another. Sarah started with one cake. One customer. One small victory. That's how empires are built. Third, embrace the fear. It's not going to go away. You're going to be scared. Uncertain. Doubtful. That's normal. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite the fear. Feel it and do it anyway. Fourth, ignore the critics. People will tell you you're too old. Too inexperienced. Too risky. They'll project their own fears onto you. Let them. Their opinion doesn't pay your bills or fulfill your dreams. Only you can do that. Fifth, give yourself permission to fail. You might not succeed on the first try. Or the second. Or the third. That's okay. Every failure teaches you something. Every setback redirects you. The only real failure is not trying at all. Sarah's bakery now generates over $2 million annually. She's opened 3 locations. Written a cookbook. Started a mentorship program for women entrepreneurs. She's been featured in magazines and on television. But that's not the best part. The best part is how she feels. She wakes up excited about her day. She's proud of what she's built. She's helping other people start over. She's living proof that it's never too late. That you can lose everything and still win. She told me something you'll never forget. Losing everything was the best thing that ever happened to me. It forced me to find out who I really was. What I was really capable of. I thought my life was over at 45. Turns out, it was just beginning. Think about that. The worst moment of her life became the catalyst for the best years of her life. The devastating loss became an incredible gain. The ending became a beginning. That's the power of perspective. That's the magic of second chances. So here's my question for you. What are you waiting for? What dream have you put on hold? What passion have you buried? What excuse are you using? Too old? Too late? Too risky? Too hard? Those are just stories you are telling yourself. The truth is simpler. You can start again. Right now. Today. This moment. Age doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. Past failures don't matter. What matters is whether you're willing to take that first step. Sarah was 45 when she lost everything. She's 52 now. Those 7 years transformed her entire life. Imagine what the next 7 years could do for you. Imagine looking back with pride instead of regret. Imagine building something extraordinary. It won't be easy. Sarah would be the first to tell you that. There will be long nights and hard days, doubts and setbacks. Moments you want to quit. But there will also be breakthroughs and victories. Growth and transformation. The satisfaction of proving everyone wrong. Including yourself. Especially yourself. Because the biggest obstacle isn't your age or your circumstances. It's the voice in your head saying you can't. The fear that whispers it's too late. The doubt that questions whether you're good enough. You are good enough. You're more than enough. You have everything you need to start again. The question isn't whether you can. The question is whether you will. Will you let fear win? Or will you bet on yourself? Sarah bet on herself. At 45. After losing everything. With no safety net and no guarantee of success. She did it anyway. And she won. Not because she was special or lucky or particularly talented. She won because she refused to give up on herself. That's the real lesson here. Second chances aren't given. They're taken. You have to reach out and grab them. You have to believe you deserve them. You have to be willing to fight for them. Nobody's going to hand you a new beginning. You have to create it yourself. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's not coming. Stop waiting until you're ready. You'll never feel ready. Stop waiting for permission. Give it to yourself. The time is now. The person is you. The moment is this one. Your second chance is waiting. Your fresh start is possible. Your comeback story is ready to be written. All you have to do is take the first step. Just one step. Then another. Then another. Before you know it, you'll be living a life you never imagined possible. Sarah lost everything at 45. What she built next restored my faith in second chances. Let it restore yours too. Let it inspire you to start again. To dream again. To believe again. Because it's never too late. And you're never too old. Your best years might still be ahead of you. All you have to do is begin.